coming into the bridge and pursuing your own independence with that.
Most people would see this as a place to come when you have basically nowhere else to go.
Luckily, we were put into the Bridge program, and thankfully they were able to help convey these ideas of, okay, you're an adult, here are the responsibilities you're going to have.
The Bridge has a 37-year-old history. We see everyone from everywhere because all families have conflict. This need has increased over time. And so we have crisis intervention, homeless youth supportive housing services, and youth empowerment groups.
I think I need a mixture of all of that to end youth homelessness. For many years, I think since the 1980s, we in this country have spent a lot of time and resources expanding our crisis management without really looking at what are the targeted interventions that actually work to end homelessness. So what communities need to do is they need to come together to look at their data and research and to create a plan, and then to be smart about how they're using their resources. Because I want to divert some kids, I want to intervene with some kids, and then there's always going to be this group over here that's going to need some long-term support, and we need some housing options. And it's going to take that mix, I think, to end this situation.
I couldn't imagine, like literally living on the streets with a baby. I never let it get that far.
There is a large number of youth who are at risk for homelessness or who are homeless, who are parenting. What's challenging is that we don't have a lot of shelter or transitional living programs in the state specific for them.
My social worker took me to a home. It's called Life Haven. It's for teen moms with babies.
They do a great job through Lutheran Social Services, but it's never enough, and we need more of those type of programs.
Basically, it was getting ready for you to be on your own. After a while, I got my own place at Ruswick, which is a transitional housing for teens who are homeless. I was thankful that they took me in when they took me in.
I was diagnosed with reactive attachment disorder, and pretty much reactive attachment disorder is I don't let people get close to me. So it took me a while to actually trust Beth. The more she started helping me, she's still helping me to this day.
Oftentimes there's a systemic limit on how long you're supposed to work with a youth on your caseload. But I find that youth really, really need to have someone that's always consistently there for them no matter what happens. And so one goal of mine is just to try really hard as much as I can within professional boundaries to be there for those youth and not to be just another person that comes in and out of their life on a certain time frame. And it's always on their terms.
I love her. I love everything she's done for me. Just to know that, okay, my county gave up on me, but Beth, she's just always been there for me, and she's made me a lot stronger.
Well, the name of this organization is Ande Young. Ande Young means Our Home in Ojibwe. At 17 is when I became a resident of the Beverly A. Benjamin Youth Lodge. For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, we made spirit dishes, We prayed, we would burn sage whenever we would be feeling bad. So we integrated all those things into our daily life,
I felt like the whole social affairs deal that helps you out, I just didn't feel like it was available to me. Because, I was a Minneapolis North Side. I was a statistic. I was what people didn't want to see. And then there was a pride issue as well, that's the bird feeder and I'm the bird, and whenever they want to take the bag away, they can take the bag away.
If I have 3 seconds in an elevator with somebody and they ask me about youth homelessness, what I tell them is that if you really want to end youth homelessness, we have to find permanent, caring adults that have stable housing that the youth can be with. That's as simple as it gets.
I've been involved in the lives of young spoken word artists for a couple years now, and it's essential, it's critical that we support them in offering their gift to the community. We need to begin with the basics by providing a foundational, the foundational resources to these young people so that they can move out into the world. That's what inspired me to purchase a building a year ago in North Minneapolis, a fourplex, to provide affordable, inspired housing to young people like Barato.
The possibilities of it are just that's what everybody's so optimistic about. Everybody, contributes to the refrigerator, and if I have a cover, everybody has a quilt to lay on. So it's empowering to be together.